god. Oh my word. What session is this, guys?
Oh, you know.
You're right, I do know. Welcome, everyone, to D&D 5th Edition in Signo Adventures. This is our session 63. Ooh. Exciting. Make sure to keep caught up by going to bit.ly/LeafJackGaming. Last week's episode is not quite up yet. I will get that done tonight, as well as this week's tonight. And as a warning, there is one, I believe it's 46, that is taken down due to copyright strike because for some reason my background music is just not mine. I mean, it isn't, but you wouldn't think they would care that much from someone who's not making anything off of it. Anyways, welcome back to the Shadowfell and the Fortress of Memories. Last session, the group met up on their way there with Old Man. What does it say here? Old Man Long John, who is in fact Silas, and spoke with his memories, his soul. Unsure exactly what it was, but it was a little upset, and then it just wanted to know how to go, and it seemed to have lingered for a while, for the Shadar-kai came and escorted the group back and claimed to have recognized him, and said that they more or less just ignored him. Upon making it to the Fortress of Memories, the group was brought up to the top floor where the Raven Queen awaited. There, Thok went in, and we had a deep conversation. And when he came back, he was cloaked in the Raven Queen's cloak, as well as Lee, and then I always forget him. Fort and Catherine went in together, and did not get a cloak of their own. I won't explicitly say why, but something
when
happened.
You say wedding cloaks, Lee and Thok got married.
Oh, yeah, well, that's...
Oh, no.
Part of each other. Wow. That's a complicated ceremony.
You go in separately, you don't talk about it beforehand, and the Raven Queen just marries you. Because...
Cat needs to visit the Raven Queen again, then.
Because Jack was unavailable last week to visit with the Raven Queen, I will be giving that option. Oh yeah. Ceremony can in fact marry people. I will give you the same information that the rest of the group kind of got, and everyone can fill in my blank points if I forget anything. So, the Raven Queen takes a token, a trinket, an object, or some kind that has significant memorial value to you, so sentimental value. Something that you connect with, and she takes it and she trades it for various things. Many people ask for memories to be remembered, memories to be forgotten, information that she knows because of her vast collection of memories, and things like that. Another tidbit that was shared was that when the Queen is able to haunt your memories, she pulls up emotions, and when you show emotions or are not emotionless, you have a chance of going slightly insane to a more serious degree of insanity. Those were the warnings you got. You may ask any questions of the Shadar-kai before you go in to learn more. If you wish to go in alone, you may, in which case we will do a private chat. If you wish to go in together with someone, which I will allow you to go in with someone else as like an escort if you wish, we can do a private chat between you and them, or we can do it in public.
You also can ask the party if they asked questions that you are thinking about asking, and they may have already asked.
Gotcha.
That's fair.
So have we asked where we're headed or where our target's located? Where?
Yeah, I know everything we need to. So I went first.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're the one that can get in. It might possibly be worth asking some more information about what you need to do, but
What do you mean get in?
to the necropolis.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But it's not going to be a high priority because we're, no matter what, basically going to have to wing it, and I have enough information that we're probably as helpful as the DM's going to be.
Okay.
I add one. I don't know if this was said, but one question for a trinket that you give.
I'm sorry.
Correct. So for each item or memory you trade, you get one question, and it has to be of value to her as well. So it can't just be some random item.
Oh, okay.
Not sure if it was said on stream last week. However, we found Nate divulged to me that the Noma Sutra was actually important to him because it had some value to it. So it actually does work as an item. If anyone's like, "Well, that doesn't make any sense."
Yeah, I gave the Noma Sutra. It was great.
Nice. Trying to think if I have anything that is important that I would like to give up.
Or you do have the option of not going in at all, but if you want to learn something, it makes it difficult.
Stand by.
No problem.
Okay, I think I may have something.
Okay.
Well, anybody with knowledge of what's going on can assist me if they want to or not. It's up to them.
I will say that a lot of the people opted to go alone, Lee and Thok did, because memories come up, and well, if I say them, everyone gets to know for one, and she'll bring them up. So if you want any sort of privacy, you do have to go alone. If you don't care, you can go with other people. That's fine.
Oh, so I've got the item I need to think about what I need to ask. Back. I honestly don't know what I would ask.
Well, if you already know what your intentions are of going to the necropolis and getting your father, then I'm not sure if you need anything.
Grandfather.
Grandfather. Sorry, I killed your mother. Father.
Thanks. Thanks, Thok.
You're welcome.
Well done. Socially awkward as ever, I see. I don't think I need any questions answered.
If you have
Question.
if you have any deep lingering questions about your character, this would also be a good time for that. For example, Kat asked, about if she could be separated from the Ion Stone.
Damn, I thought I had something. I lost it. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. memories that are recalled, do they have to be my own?
No.
That makes it interesting, I suppose. All right. Sure, we'll head in. Why not?
You going in alone or with us?
Yes, this solo.
Okay.
All
Good
right.
luck.
We are going
Good luck.
to do private chat. All right. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. You enter through the large double doors with a figure. I should describe it a little bit because it matters. The figure on it, which is cloaked in raven feathers, completely covered. However, a blackness covers the face, making it so you can't see within the hood. As you walk in, you see that figure once more on the other end of a great hall, about 50 foot deep, 20 feet wide. On either side of the hall are black stained glass windows, which kind of defeats their purpose. However, the figure on the other end of the hall reaches out a hand and gently beckons, and in your mind, you feel a tugging of emotional strain and mental strain as the words are spoken aloud, and in your head echo, "Welcome, Jack. Come in."
I will warily walk forward. Warily.
Alright. What is it that you seek of me?
I seek the memory of another. I want to know why or what my grandfather was studying that caused him to become trapped here, wanted by the demon.
As you ask your question, in your mind, a flash of your own memory covers your vision, and you see yourself, a young man, working at magic, with little poofs of fire from your hands, and your grandfather clapping happily, encouraging you, and you see yourself growing into a teenager with his guidance being kind of pushed to do more and more magic, but secretly from your parents as you sneak away in the evenings with your grandfather. Your mind then flashes forward a little farther to you sitting there on the ground in front of you. It was like an out-of-body experience as you watch as you on your knees reach out for someone about to be killed for being a mage. Great energy surrounds the boy and bursts out, killing many around, including innocents that you did not realize. And you remain in the smoldering ash as there is nothing around you, just burning wood, forest, slightly smoldering nearby. Your grandfather rushes and grabs you and pulls you back to your cabin. There, he quickly packs you up and tells you, "Go, seek Silas. He will teach you to control your power." And then he sends you on your way. As you sneak into the forest, you feel your body almost become difficult to capture in the mind's eye. And then you hear the voice of your grandfather. "Run, Jack. Don't turn back." And then nothing else as you run into the woods, seeking the man he claimed or told you to seek. Your eyes blink, and there you are back sitting or kneeling in front of the Raven Queen. I need you to make a wisdom save. Now,
Okie dokie.
before you roll, I will. This save is a little weird, and instead of me making the DC for you, I need you to kind of get yourself into the mindset of Jack and decide for yourself how difficult would it be for him to hold back his emotions from seeing this and set your own DC. And if you feel like you rolled high enough, I'm not going to ask you what your DC is. If you feel like you rolled high enough, then fine. We'll move on. If you feel like you did not pass, just let me know and I'll take it from there.
Okay, and this is to hold emotion, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. This is gonna be fun. Okay, I've got a number.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Go
Oh boy.
ahead. Go ahead and roll.
Oops. We'll luck that because no.
All right.
Oh shit. So seeing those memories actually, like, Jack's my gut twists and muscle strain, and it's incredibly difficult. But being, warned before I came in here, choking down all of that emotion and just focusing on the task at hand and the answer that I need, I was able to recover.
Okay. So just to clarify, the question you asked was about why your grandfather is here in trap?
Correct.
Okay. The Raven Queen looks down at you, the face completely covered in black, and so you cannot see within her hood. And you almost feel like she's smirking at you. It's impossible to tell for sure, but you get that sense like, your mind is strong. You hold your emotion well. As you probably know, I demand payment for an answer.
So based upon the images that I was seeing and the man that I was told to seek, and finding him but being unable to ask any questions and having a connection from my grandfather almost ripped away, I will hand the skin that I removed from Silas's hand, I believe it was,
Yes,
that I
the
had with
palm of
me,
his hand.
and hand that over.
She'll take it and she'll say, well, a suitable bartering chip. And it disappears into nothingness from her hand. I will answer your question. Your grandfather is a powerful wizard. Stripped away from his magic, though never his curiosity of learning, he continued to do so. He was able to strengthen himself a little bit beyond the runes and markings that trapped him. By doing so, he was able to awaken his mind slightly and use just the power of that to cast spells. Karsus wanted him for one reason, however. Not for his ability, well, somewhat for his abilities, but one reason in general, and that's you. The one man who through a bloodline is so entrenched with magic as a source of raw power, and with a little bit of special celestial influence. You are the only one that can break through the watchful eye.
Well, that's a lot to take in. So, only one that can break through the watchful.
You would recall that Necropolis has an eye that is ever watching, and it said that eye traps those within from getting out, and those out from getting in.
Okay. All right. Sweet deal. Awesome. Okay. Good. That is good to know. That's good. Good. All right. And with that information, I will give the proper respects and turn to leave.
Don't. No. Steel your mind, as you did against me, for you face your greatest foe yet.
And I'll nod over my shoulder, looking back, and walk out.
Alright. Let's go ahead and return to the regular chat.
At 0% interest.
Is Jack alive?
Nope, I killed him.
Okay.
Rip. All right, new campaign.
Tote F.
Let's jump to it. Let's jump.
Yeah, what are we doing here? We're not getting Jack's grandpa.
Jack returns, much more emotionally sound than many of you who returned from their visit with her.
Z wearing the cloak?
Cat came back fine. She was just a little bit upset that she didn't get a nice cloak.
That's true. Jack did not come back with a nice cloak.
Whew.
Fuck yeah.
I'm guessing that's a bad thing.
Only the cool people don't wear cloaks.
The minority now of the group now has those cloaks, so we'll see. Whatever.
You say the majority because it's still the minority.
How many had?
Two,
Oh.
yeah, the minority have cloaks.
Just because I'm a drow doesn't mean I like being referred to as minority.
I'm a half-orc. How do you think I feel?
I would think that as a drow you appreciate being cloaked, though.
Actually, we're all kind of weird, aren't we? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Fair.
Except for Jax.
I mean- Well, Jack is a mage, so he's kind of weird in this culture.
Truth.
I mean, he's weird in that he's normal and adventuring with a bunch of weird people, and that just by itself makes him weird.
I'm weird because it's normal.
Yeah. So how you doing, Jack?
Surprisingly well, Falk. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
I almost lost it there for a second. yeah, there was
together.
yeah, there was no way I was passing it. I set it pretty high because it was fucked up. I'll tell you what.
Do you want spoilers, Jake?
Want
spoilers?
For sure.
Everybody but Fort failed.
Nice. Is it alright if I regale, or should I save that for after?
That is.
It depends on whether you want to do it in character or out of character.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, nobody's asking. That is kind of personal, so I'll just I'm fine and shield myself a little bit and continue on and with a mission ahead.
All right, let's go. So, Are there any of like the Raven Queen's attendants around?
Yes, your guide is still around.
Is there anything else that we have to do before we're allowed to leave?
You have seeked your audience and have gotten your task, I assume. So, as long as the Raven Queen allows you to go, you may leave. They
Are there
didn't
any?
laugh.
Are there any provisions that you can send us with? Any bit of healing or anything like that?
You may rest here for the night.
Does anybody here work with magical items?
A few we
Yes?
get.
Question mark. The entire party does. What's Cat asking?
Well, I have the Sunblade, but I'd really like to have a Sunbow.
Oh,
As in crafting? No. Oh, you're asking about the Shatkai.
Yes.
We do have some skilled craftsmen.
that might be a. Oh man, we should. Ooh, that's probably not going to happen right now because I'm guessing it'll take time. But if it can, that's worth looking into. So we should ask.
I will take you to the craftsman's, and I will also show you where you may stay.
Good, because I need to stay at least for the night.
Is everyone done?
I believe so.
My business is concluded with the Raven Queen.
Sharam, this begins descending the stairs.
Follow.
Alright. She leads you to the exit of the fortress and into the city that has sprung up around it. From there, she takes you down to a small lodgings that will fit everyone fairly comfortably. It only has 2 actual separate rooms from a main lobby area with a small kitchen. However, there are spare beds in that area. So, you're able to take quarter there. And then once you guys have kind of made yourself comfortable a little bit, she offers to take you to the craftsman's ward.
Take her up on the offer.
Yeah, please.
Right this way. Then she takes you not too far away to an area where the steady pinging of a hammer on metal ping, ping, rings through the area. It's definitely a craftsman's ward with a slight market-y feel to it. However, it's significantly more toned down in terms of emotional expression. Everything is very gray. And while the works are very fine, a lot of them have twisted, gnarled designs. And here they seem to sell a unique looking weapon, which is a chain covered in sharp spikes.
Those things are awesome, Cat. You should definitely get one.
I'm also interested. What kind of weapon is this?
That is a spike chain.
How does it work? Can somebody demonstrate for me?
No, literally.
You're
nobody
into
has
some
any
weird
idea
stuff, Lee.
how spike chains work.
I just shush cat. Is there somewhere I can see one of someone using one of these?
She looks at you and drops spiked chains from her sleeves and says, I can demonstrate if you wish.
she dual wielding two-handed weapons? Because that's pretty awesome.
It seems to be one chain that she has magically wrapped around her body.
In her robes, I don't think that's gonna work too well.
They actually, as she slides them, as she is unsheathing them, they like detach from her robes as if they were always there. She's fancy.
I guess so.
Okay, yeah. So, I'm getting jittery. I definitely want to know. I want to see this. I want to do a little tiny bit of a spar session, and I want to know the stats for these.
They are awesome.
They are indeed awesome. One sec. What is? 6-3, right? Yeah. They're very Night Raz, it was good to have you, even though it was for a short time, so we can at least get you through with your talks with the Raven Queen.
He's already gone.
Oh, well. Bye to him. Yeah.
When he's gotta go, he's gotta go. So
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, so if you wish, you can have a slight sparring session. She always, at least at first, she uses it at a range, keeping you back to 10 feet until you can get in. And then once you are in, she does attempt to wrap the chains around you to grapple you. Which, with your skill, you're able to keep the fight going. She seems to be doing more of a demonstration than an actual fight, so it's a lot simpler to like stop things. However, you can definitely notice when things are happening. Like she'll wrap your sword for a moment. She like wraps around your leg. Just different techniques here. These things are pretty freaking awesome. And I can get those stats for you real quick.
Awesome, because that is the form that my weapon is taking from pretty much now on. Is that like the 2d4 and bonus action extra hit?
No, it doesn't actually act as a dual wielding or whatever.
Oh, it's not the weapon master one?
Right. One sec.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Just send me what.
Let's see if I can do this a little more properly. So while I get this figured out,
Yeah, go on.
you guys had other things you wished to do.
Yeah. I will pull out the Sunblade and lay it out. And ask if it is possible to remove the enchantment from this and place it onto another object.
While this is a difficult request due to the enchantment's properties, I believe that we could do something here for you.
is being on the plane of shadow going to inhibit the functionality of the Sunblade crafting?
As we're not explicitly crafting it, it won't be as difficult. However, it is possible that the transference will get corrupted by the shadow energy.
Give a questioning look at the cat. If that was a I said I'll give a questioning look to Cat.
Are you concerned for it?
Do you want your sunblade to be corrupted?
I've never even touched the darn thing, really. You know, if it gets corrupted, what's the worst that happens?
Well, it could probably backfire and kill you as the worst.
You seem to be an expert in not dying. Maybe you can show me how to not die.
I reckon I'm actually not the expert in not dying, seeing as how I've already died.
Oh. Well, in that case, I'll take the risk. Would it be better to have this done on material plane instead?
If you don't want it corrupted, that would be my recommendation.
Ah. Will we be able to tell if it gets corrupted?
If it gets corrupted, it's likely that either the energy will turn to necrotic, or that it will stop working completely.
Both of those things sound significantly less useful than an actual sunblade.
Very well. Then I will keep hold of this.
Do I know of anybody in Mia Kasale who crafts magic weapons?
Yes.
Perhaps I can hook you up with somebody at Mia Kasale.
Okay. Sounds good enough. Do you have anything magical, any magical weaponry here at this moment that I wouldn't have to be crafted in any way? They're just for sale.
We have an assortment of magically imbued, weaponry of all sorts.
How about bows? Longbows in particular.
The magic dealer turns his head towards a wall of assortment of bows.
I will look them over.
Hey kids, wanna buy some magic?
I'm also gonna turn to Thok and be like, "Hey, I got no money.
Okay.
You got money?"
No. I'll leave that to Jax. You seem to think that I'm smart enough to do stuff with money.
I think highly of you.
He only uses his body for transactions.
That's true.
That wasn't in character.
You must have heard about that for
That wasn't in character.
I know.
Stop talking to me when you know I'm not talking in character. As
I
if
know.
it's in character.
The talk is talking to the voices in his head.
Oh, okay. That's perfectly acceptable then.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that thing is so cool. What did I miss with you guys?
Is that the chain thing?
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna use one.
Well, I have my sword, so I can't really do much with that.
Well, I'm a little bit more flexible, so.
That should get
What
them.
are we doing here?
I'm trying to get a magical bow.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking over them right now. You want to help me?
Sure.
I don't have any money. I left that to Jack. Lee, do you have any money?
Jack is probably
I've
still with
got
us at this
something.
point in time, and
Right.
he's a magic bag, literally
Right.
stuffed with gems.
Right.
So
I think
as
we
long as
got.
it's
I think the description for those gems was more than enough to use for all of our material castings ever.
pretty much.
Like, so we can just use that.
So it should be relatively simple as long as Cat doesn't ask for something that's in the trillions of gold pieces range.
I have an idea.
I'm
I
not
have
going to sleep with
something
anyone.
for trade. Goodness gracious. I have something for trade.
Okay.
Okay.
I pull out
Don't know what is
the.
up for trade yet. By the way.
Yeah, Ford
Okay,
doesn't
yeah,
know
yeah.
either.
Let's see what you want first, and then I think I have something that we can use.
Um, one moment, por favor. Trying to make sure I have all things correct here. Okay. So do a investigation check.
At advantage because Lee's helping, or
Yes.
can I Can I refocus myself toward it? Do I have time for that?
Yeah, that's fine. You have plenty of time to go. Okay, let's look at those bows. Alright. So looking at the wall, you kind of go through, and some of them just seem to have magical power imbued into them, in varying degrees. So one thing is that all these bows seem to be made of a dark wood, not like the wood that Far Traveler made his bow out of, but like a dark, gnarled, twisted, uh, very similar to the wood that you'd find here, because it's probably the wood they use. Uh, and you also find one bow that has some interesting design to it that seems to catch your eye. It's a little bit stronger than the rest.
Does the wood of these bows come to mind as having any abnormal properties to me?
Not really, no.
It's just a different material.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just flavorful.
That one there stands out to me greatly.
Ah, yes. The oath bow. Tis a very well sought out one. Many people have their eyes on it, but many tend to just leave it.
Do I know about oath bows or the oath bow?
Do a history check. Um, you recall some bow that was used to target a specific person, and in doing so, killed them swiftly. But you don't really remember.
That's interesting. And what else is there? You said there's other things with like magical properties.
Yeah, they seem to be just like +1, +2s.
Are there any +0s with interesting effects?
The oath bow.
Oh.
No, there are a few that do additional. They seem to be infused with necrotic energy. Um, so you could assume that in addition to being magical, they would do an additional amount of damage of necrotic energy. Necrotic damage, whatever.
I'd like to have a look at the nicest non-oath bow.
I'd like to have a look at the most basic necrotic bow.
Okay. The nicest non-oath bow is a +2 that has the extra necrotic, and the most basic necrotic bow is just a +0 with that deals the extra necrotic.
Cat's gonna, inspect the draw on the one that she's having a look at and give a good nod of approval to it and to the strength of the wood, and say, I'd like to get this one here.
Alright. Well, let me go ahead and see how much that will cost you. Unless, of course, you had a traded item, I believe you were speaking of earlier.
Lee.
Oh, yeah. Wait, we're getting the oath bow, or hoping to?
Not that I heard.
No, we're passing it up.
Okay. What are we hoping to get? I'm not paying attention.
+2 with some necrotic.
Okay. Well, here's what I have, and I pull out the broom of flying and whatever. Flying and cleaning. It's a magic broom. And I turn it on and have it start cleaning.
Quite useful to a shopkeep.
It also, and I call it over and hop on it, flies.
Have one of them try it, and the shopkeep points at Catfort.
I don't think it would be convincing if I did it because I can just fly myself.
You would have the cat do it.
I hand the broom to Cat.
Excuse me, Catherine.
I will turn it on and have it clean. See, it works.
Please
Yeah, it doesn't
fly.
require attunement or anything. Oh, because I'm wearing the cloak. Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah. Hop on.
And then I'll gracefully leap onto it instead of actually sitting on it. Ride it like a skateboard.
Acrobatics.
Will steal myself back and focus on that.
Alright, you're able to hop on like a skateboard and fly it around. Like Treasure Planet. Thank you. I do trust you, but I have to make sure.
Yeah, no, this is new, so I didn't even think about that. I understand.
Well, welcome to the order. I will give a discount for sure.
Would you give a discount for a feat of sheer excellence?
No.
I should rephrase that. For a feat of sheer mastery. Ha.
Ha.
Probably still no.
Absolutely not. I can give it to you for... I'll give you both bows and... Yes. Just both bows for the broom and 10,000 gold.
Holy cow.
Can we draw that from the infinite amount of diamonds that we have?
Yeah.
Will we have still an infinite amount of diamonds?
When
I
you
don't know if
subtract
you're
the
understanding
finite-
how infinite works here, Joe.
Okay, when I say infinite, it's what Matt said. We could cast Revivify in innumerable amount of times. So non-specificity.
There. Well, you should have said non-specified then instead of infinite.
Sorry.
Either
Can you
way.
give us an estimate of the current value of our
Nope.
gems?
Nope. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
Then we measure it, and then it becomes not infinite anymore.
Yeah. The second we measure it, we run out.
Exactly 10,000.
Does 10,000 seem fair with the broom included?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Does that seem like a savvy business deal?
You may make an insight check. And anyone can do this. Cat. As long as the items that you're looking at are of at least rare to very rare value, this is a pretty decent deal. Anything less than that, and it's kind of garbage. But you feel also that it is this man doesn't care to swindle you at all.
Seems like an amicable deal.
Any objections? I'll take it.
Alright. And he takes the broom and commands it to start cleaning his area, and it does. And takes the gems as well. And gives you 2 your bows. The bows do an additional 2d6 necrotic. The one Fort got is a +0. And the one Cat got is a +2. Also, the one Cat got, once per rest, may shoot out an arrow imbued with the spell Darkness.
What material are these bows made of?
It is the Shadowfell wood. Darkwood.
What are we? Darkwood?
Yeah, sure.
I think that's already taken, but okay.
Fine. How about Shadowwood? Make it as edgy as possible.
Yay! I like edgy bows.
Shadowwood.
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 I'm not writing that.
Okay.
You say 2d6 necrotic?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe not against things in the Shadowfell, but still pretty good.
Wow. Nice
This thing
test.
sucks.
Seems fine.
Alright. And when I did say once per rest, I did mean short or long. For the darkness on yours. And alright. The group has shopped. Oh, Lee, we didn't go over your thing.
Was there something more we needed to go over?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It costs your soul.
Yes.
Nate.
Yes.
At in any way proficient with martial weapons, whether she needs to focus on them or naturally.
I don't recall. But I feel like the answer is yes, because you're bothering me about it.
If the answer is yes, then you really should get one of those chains, because they are ridiculous.
Yeah, for sure. We weren't in the right shop for it, right? Lee was in a different place?
This is the weapon dealer.
Well, I think we started off talking to somebody else, and then you guys wandered, and I caught up, but...
The magic and the weapon dealer are right next to each other because they help each other. He builds the weapons and sells them and whatever.
Okay.
So you guys are together still.
I definitely want one of those too.
What do you mean two? I didn't need to buy one. I just needed to get familiar with it so I could change my pact weapon into one.
God, weapon dealers must really hate you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This one
Weapon
weird
dealers
trick.
This one weird trick will get weapon dealers to hate you forever.
I'm
Top
actually
10
fairly
reasons.
used to it because a lot of people are under the influence of the Raven Queen and draw power from her, and this is her weapon of choice.
Must
So.
be pretty hard to get business then if everybody around here is a weapon warlock.
They seem to not
However, they don't care.
Yeah, they just seem to not care. Like, this is what they were. This is just what they do.
I will tip the lady for the demonstration though. Let me.
You're gonna tip Sharam?
Was she? I thought the dealer was the one
No.
that gave the demonstration.
Shram did.
Oh,
When you.
then I don't tip her.
I reckon that'd be like slapping, like a general in the face.
No, I don't tip. Well, yeah, especially since I was going to tip with something out of like my Dungeoneers pack, but never mind.
Okay. So for Catherine, he also has a magical spike chain.
Ooh.
I mean, even a non-magical one is amazing.
Yeah.
It's a finesse greatsword. What more do you need?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's real good with reach.
Yeah. I say, and what more do you need? And it's got more stuff added. So, yay!
The additional magic is the necrotic energy.
That seems real good.
I'm into it.
Okay. And I'm not gonna worry about pricing because you guys got it. Unless you guys got it, that's fine. So the added effect from the magic, it's +0. And in addition to those two options you have whenever you hit with it, instead you can elect to deal an additional 4d10 necrotic damage.
Wait. That's just one of the. Oh, if they fail.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's less crazy.
Yeah, so it still has to trigger the failed, which that saving throw is not a DC 14, and I just realized it is based on your dex. Which is why it's really good.
What?
Yeah.
So like what? Like 8 plus proficiency plus dex?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
That got better for you, but that just got amazing for Cat.
I mean, I think it's pretty neutral for me, but yeah, definitely a lot better for Cat.
Well, you're charisma based and she's dex based, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, I think let's see, it goes from 14.
It's a real good weapon.
To 17. Okay, I guess that is pretty good improvement even for me.
Okay.
How's it 17?
So, like, why would you ever do anything besides grapple restrain?
Maybe something could save against it.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then you just try again with whatever attacks you have, right?
Well, once it's grapple restrained, then you just dig the chains in and deal the extra damage. Anyways,
That should be 15, not 17, so I'm not sure how that's calculated.
Is it based on your charisma in the weapon entry?
I have no. I tried to do it based on dexterity.
It says
But-
charisma.
Where does it say that?
Next to attack.
His
No,
attack
wait,
should
sorry.
be charisma, but the DC
Yeah.
should be dex based.
It's fine. I just moved it back to a flat one.
Whatever. Anywho, what are you guys doing now?
I don't know.
Well, I for one am going to retire to whatever quarters we have, and begin work on brewing the potion.
So in the weapon entry, is it set to dex versus spell? Because it should be dex versus dex.
Yeah, I put the dex versus dex, and that's what popped up the 17.
Weird.
Oh, I know what it is. It's a save, and I have a universal buff to saves or to DCs that shouldn't be applied to that, but it is.
Okay, so give it a flat penalty to the DC, where you can modify DCs.
You should be able to just modify that to be charisma, but anywho,
Charisma?
like the global one, should be able to just change it to go affect charisma or spell even. I don't know. So you guys rest
But,
for the night. For the first time in a while, it seems, in the comfort of a what feels to be a protected city where you'll be safe.
I am going to take Kat aside and ask her if she wants to visit me, because I'll to speak to a weapon dealer.
Yes.
Very well, you may join me tonight. As for the rest of you, I'll be back in the morning.
Oh, all right. That
Okay.
works.
Do you have any preparations you need to make, Kat?
No, I'm good.
Fort will hold out a hand to Kat.
We'll probably need some money.
For what?
A weapon dealer and Miyuka sale? Or you just got real good friends?
That's a good question, DM. What do I think?
You could probably get a good discount, but it's still gonna cost.
Okay, yeah. Then we should probably take some indescribable amount of gems.
That's fine.
Okay.
They might also offer a discount for the people who stopped the war between the Templars and the Mages.
You're not going.
As you say, the cat and Fort look at each other.
I'll just say Thox sent you, and you might get a deal.
I suspect that I myself will get a better deal in Miyakaseo than saying Thok sent me, but I appreciate the heartfelt sentiment.
You're welcome.
Give him a nod, hold out the hand to Kat.
Take his hand.
I will say one word, and we will be whisked off to Miyakaseo.
Take my hand and hold it tight.
Don't let go. Alright, you guys arrive. Fort, we have already discussed what you're doing there, and that's going to take your time. You can definitely direct Kat, and Kat with...
Well, it'll be an easy stop by, I'm pretty sure, with the first part of what I need to do for the night, so...
That's fair. So you'll take Kat to the dealer, and... to your dealer,
Heck
and do what you need to do. While there, you can definitely give a note of help this person out, and they will, knowing you, go, of course. What can I do for you?
Wait a minute. Jimmy? Right? Jimmy? I think I met you one time.
James.
Oh yeah, Jimmy, James, they're all the same. They're all the same. Hi, I'm Kat. It's good to see you again. I have this. We'll pull out the sunblade. And I would like to move the enchantment from the blade to a bow, a long bow.
I see. Well, let me take a look.
Is this anywhere close to the quartermaster for the Miyakasale military?
It's not really.
Okay. I will ask if he has a apprentice or runner or something available, or just find somebody.
Jeff, go help Fort.
I'll give Jeff my plate armor and my old bow from when I was in service, and have them take those back to the quartermaster.
Yes, sir. Jeff sleeps. Now, a sunblade, you say? These are quite rare. It'll take quite a bit to take the energy directly out of this to a bow.
Any way you could expedite the process for a kind young pussy?
Oh no.
If I'm being honest with you, Cat, expedition is probably not the best when it comes to crafting if you want it done well.
Whatever Fort says. You wink at the guy behind the counter.
He just gives you a blank stare. Do you know what you say, or are you dumb?
I think she knows what she's doing.
Okay. Well, I'm apologize, but I'm gay. So,
I can't tell if this is the character talking or if it's just Matt.
yes,
Both.
I'm the gay one. No. My husband, Matt.
Fans like about this.
Oh, James. That's right. Yeah, James. Yeah, yeah, James, the gay one. I'm sorry. Go on.
Yes. Let's see what I can't do here. It's not impossible. Give me. Let's see. What can I do for you today? You know, give me 24 hours. And I should have it done.
Oh, wink.
It doesn't help you in this. I don't know why you're doing this still.
That's definitely Matt talking.
Is that what James?
No, that thing seems quite expeditious. I will take you up on that. That is plenty.
Yes. I had spaced how not so rare the enchantment is. I mean, it's fairly rare, but I'm good with my hands.
Ooh, 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 I'm blushing. I'm sorry. Sometimes you just wish that you were someone else.
Right. Yes, 24 hours, and we'll just call it 600 gold, and we'll call it good.
Sounds good to me. Fort, is there a place for me to stay here tonight, or should I? Can you take me back?
I'm not going back until the morning, so we can make arrangements for you to have a place to rest, or you can find your own way, either one, whichever you're most comfortable with.
I am rather good at finding my own way. And she's gonna head out.
The option available. Meet me at the church in the morning.
At the church, very well. Hey, Kat's gonna go try to find herself some ass tonight.
Oh, goodness.
And I am going to go pray hard.
Fuck hard, pray hard.
Make a charisma check. Cat.
I was going to say, her or me?
I roll to get some.
19 plus 4. Well,
You go to some poorly chosen bars. You seem to be on a streak, as everyone seems to be. There's a lot of guys, but they don't seem interested.
Oh
They're not
no.
furries.
There's a mix of things going on there. You went into the Queen's bar, and from there you went to Long Schlong Silvers.
No.
And then thinking that your pattern was wrong, even though you only went twice, you decided to cut across town to the only other gay bar, Figaro's. Not so exciting of a name.
After her like 7th rejection and her 12th drink, she's just gonna start like sobbing to the bartender or whoever will listen to like, oh, I'm not even who I thought I was, and I just can't do this anymore, and I just a stone.
I hear you, darling. Queens is the classiest place.
At the rate we're giving the DM inspiration, he's going to have to start murdering us.
That's okay.
Oh my gosh. Oof, I wasn't ready for this.
Cat was, and it didn't work out.
That's true. Well, honey, sometimes you just gotta accept who you are, even if it's not who you thought it was. Or you can move on, be who you want to be now. That's what I did. Now I'm a bartender here at Figaro's.
Can I have your job?
You may not have my job. You may apply. I hear that Queens is hiring. One of their queens got all uppity.
Oh no. Cat's short-lived career with the party.
Becomes bartender for gay bar.
If seeing her lack of success in finding a warm place of cozy lodging, if you know what I mean, she's gonna
And I don't.
sleep in the. She's gonna sleep in the crumbled portion of the streets where there was mass destruction tonight.
We have. Oh, she's gone.
She is dejected and defeated.
I have to say, between prestidigitation and fabricate, I'm not sure how long it would actually take to repair the city, honestly, because that's a lot of mages with a lot of magical power and a lot of transmuters.
We haven't been gone from the battle that long.
It's been at least 48 hours since I got the book, so...
That's true.
It's been a while. You guys were at Chrysos for a few days, like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like it never happened. That being said, you do find one of those buildings while you're looking over there. They're not full of darkness, nor are they filled with demons or devils.
Oh yes, the perfect place for someone who doesn't actually exist as her own.
They are also unoccupied, and no one seems to be around this area.
Well, guess what? One of them was occupied now.
You sleep through the night, luckily with your fur and with the small amount of lodging you get fairly restfully, and you wake up slightly hungover, but able to go to the church on time to meet for it.
Some more of her hair is going to be removed again. Piece by piece, Cat's going to become a bald cat.
This isn't really who I am. No wonder you're
I don't-
pulling your hair out.
I don't need to know what you're into, Nate, even in character. Goodness gracious.
we're kind of rewinding and going back to the rest of the party during the night. Thok and Lee, is there anything you guys wish to discuss or do, or are you going just to bed?
I'm gonna kind of discuss what I know with Jekt and whoever else is around. Just what I know about what it's gonna take to get in, about the Eye Guardian for the Necropolis, and what I'm doing, which is gonna be brewing the poison for Karsus.
Hmm. So, in order to get in, do you think we're gonna have to go invisible and then?
No, apparently the Eye Guardian that is connected to, or that is standing watch over the necropolis is connected to, like, the Eye of Bacab in some way, and so Jekt can supposedly pull some measure of control over it to um, basically render us invisible to it for a short amount of time.
Okay. Cool.
So we'll be able to get in and take him out, and hopefully that makes getting out easier.
I mean, hopefully. And if anything else fails, or if all else fails, we also have that dice. So.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not remembering what you're talking about.
The dice that we used to get here.
Yeah, the teleporty dice. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So.
Jack looks at both of you, very tired and just exhausted from the trip. And what are you seeing today? And he looks at you and says, "If we could, I'm gonna go to bed." And he goes upstairs to one of the rooms.
Good night.
Good night.
So, I understand why. Actually, no, I don't understand. So, are you under control of Karsus still?
No, I gave up that sword completely, and I'm going to, do we have? No, I don't. I'm gonna summon my weapon in, like, the greatsword form, and it is completely different. It's not like the Frostmourne type jagged thing anymore. It's a big raven motif, like raven head with a blade coming out.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't want to let him have any control over me anymore, so we've parted ways, hopefully, and this should allow me to kill him instead of just capturing him.
You think he can still possess you?
Shouldn't be able to.
Okay.
I mean, he hasn't been really able to for a while, but shouldn't even be a threat anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he ever does try, then I can use my spells and I can make sure you don't.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, why did you join up with the Raven Queen?
I mean,
just to have somebody to serve, or did she offer you something specific, or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I felt kind of empty for a bit. Like, I was raised to be a soldier, you know?
Right.
To fulfill orders
and being out on your own, you didn't have somebody giving you orders, didn't have... Yeah. I mean, just joining up with whatever person comes by and offers to give you commands is not really healthy necessarily. I mean, I know what I'm getting into here. This is definitely a step up for me, but it definitely almost feels like a step backwards for you, from being your own person to just serving whatever master comes along.
You know, you may be right, but I'm not pissed off all the time anymore.
I mean, That's good. As long as she doesn't try and make you do anything you don't want to, I guess there's no harm in it.
No, the deal that we have right now, it's I'm not regretting it yet.
Okay.
Let's just say that all that time that I spent wanting to impress my parents, and now after they both died, I kind of felt pretty empty for a bit. Let's just say that all won't be in vain.
I mean, stuff goes wrong, and sometimes you have to change your plans. I mean, maybe you should focus more on figuring out what you're doing now instead of fighting to try and get back everything you used to have.
Well, if the time comes when I regret my decision, then
I'll help you out.
thank you.
All right. You did some work with poisons here. Hold this, and I'm gonna do some last mixing here, and we should be all good to go for the battle here tomorrow or whenever we get to it.
Sounds good.
And with that, I'm gonna kind of finish up and retire for the evening.
Same.
Okay, so that sounds like everybody's evening.
Alright, everyone is able to successfully long rest. So make sure to heal up, gain all your spell stuff back, anything you gain as a long rest or a short rest, and also up to half of your hit die.
Hit die is probably the important thing. So
A
we
lot of us
used a bunch.
spent a lot of them yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Fucking T-Rexes.
I got crit. Ow.
Yeah, you did.
Well, like I said, I'm glad it was me and not you or Lee, because holy cow.
If it was me, I would have died.
Yeah, and Lee was low enough at that point that it would have been Unk dying in a T-Rex's stomach.
Lee becomes the next zombie.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah. Okay. So as morning rises, Fort and Cat, you return?
Depends on how Cat shows up.
Cat's gonna take like an extra hour in the morning and kind of slip into a trance with the stone, and really just kind of try to begin accepting who she is. She's not there, obviously. She's not like a turn of events over one night or anything, but just kind of to bring her back to herself a little, and then she'll make her way to the church.
I will have spent my morning waiting for Cat while reading my book, so.
Alright.
There you are, Cat. Huh. You smell foul. Have you been drinking?
Of course. You gotta have a fun night with some drinks and with some kind people, of course.
I'm not even gonna ask how your night went. However, stand still for a moment.
And then I'm going to prestidigitate and clean her up because she is disgusting to me right now.
Oh, that feels good. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, get that spot again. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that felt good.
Right.
Kat has an especially is especially keen on her grooming. So
Yeah, well, you are
Now Fort
perfectly
feels
immaculate
dirty.
and clean. Now, Fort doesn't really care. I mean, she's enjoying magic, which is fine. It's positive, negative. She's weirding him out, but she's also enjoying magic, so it's a wash.
It weirds him out, but he likes it.
Yeah.
Now, Fort, can we get back to where the rest of the group is?
Are you ready to depart?
Yes.
Hold out a hand again.
Take his hand.
Plane shift to the Fortress of Memory.
Alright, you return back in your guys' little hotel area. With Lee and Thok coming down for the morning.
We're here. You can let go now.
Oh, what if I don't want to?
Suit yourself.
Cat's gonna hold Fort's hand. As long as Fort will put up with it.
I mean, he doesn't care right now.
The furries are getting along well.
Objection. No.
Morning, guys. How was your adventure?
Good morning. We rested well. Cat got in contact with the weapon dealer. She will be prepared in 24 hours or so. -8,
Oh.
so 16. -9. 15 hours from now, she'll be ready.
Oh, okay. I mean, how did you get there and back, actually?
Magic.
Like, like magic that you cast?
Yes.
How accurate is it? Like, can we start moving out today and then, like, tonight you guys do the same thing, or?
Getting there is 100% accurate. Getting back, I need a destination. So if we're out in the middle of the woods, no.
Okay. So we're probably gonna one more night.
As far as Ford is concerned, we're good to go now. But if Kat demands we wait a day, I mean, she still has her +2 bow, so.
Cat's perfectly happy where she is. I, in fact, had no expectation of heading to a material plane that night. That was great.
So we don't need to go back for the sunbow here tonight before we go to Karsus.
I don't see a pressing need to do so unless you feel that you're totally going to get wiped.
Okay. And yeah, let's go then. I think we're ready to start that direction towards the necropolis.
Somebody find some wood for me to knock on, because I just set a death flag. Thank you. Thank you.
Alright. You guys head out of the forest memories into the woods?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's time.
Alright. Where are you guys going?
Towards Necropolis. Oh, we don't actually... Where's the world map?
Isn't it in Londa?
Yes, that's our idea, is it's gotta be in Londa where he was leaking through.
Yeah, that's like... We're like in East Verosa, relatively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold
So
the phone. What if we traveled safely through material plane and then cubic gated?
I mean, we can. We discussed that as, like, not wanting to do that to bypass the adventure because it was fun to play the game, but...
I didn't even realize that was already a conversation.
Oh,
yeah, that was, like,
I've
the very
missed
first thing we
conversation
discussed.
too.
Was, like,
Okay.
we can go back to the prime material plane and just teleport once you have a destination from there, because it's really simple, but that nullifies the adventure, and that's not as fun, but in character, it's totally logical to do. We just did it out of character because it was more entertaining.
I totally prefer the more fun method. Just saying. Like, I just hadn't realized that it had already been discussed.
Okay.
Like the very first thing we discussed. It's like, we could just go back and then teleport to Fortress of Memory from the prime material. It'll be a lot simpler. Yeah, but that's not as fun. Okay.
We also, I mean, don't know for sure where it is on the prime material plane. We just have guesses. So doing our exploring in the shadow plane gives us a little bit better chance of finding it.
You don't need to know where it is. We just need to know our destination exists.
Oh, like just plane shift directly into the Fortress of Memories?
That's what I just did.
Or, I mean, sorry, into
Necropolis.
Necropolis?
I'm going to comment that I doubt that Matt is going to put us right into Necropolis because the exact destination that you arrive is up to the GM's discretion, but we should arrive at the very worst within eyesight of Necropolis if we do that.
I mean,
Which we can do, but we definitely will not have Jekt as a person here. We'll have an
Right.
avatar of Jekt.
oh, that would be the other problem is there's the chance that we actually somehow do teleport directly into Necropolis, and Jack doesn't have a chance to make us invisible first.
Yeah, I think that'd be bad, really bad.
So we should probably walk.
Let's do it.
We can also fly too. We have my Griffin, and Lee and I can fly, and Fort can fly from what he said.
My flight is not long distance.
Ah, well, I can carry you.
But I'm not carrying anybody. But your Griffin can carry somebody.
Yep. You can carry 2 people, and I can carry someone.
Sure. Thought can show you the world.
Shining, deadly, and emo.
We have Thok flying in Superman pose and Cat riding on his back like a skateboard.
Oh, good.
That seems in character.
I was thinking of the comic where it has Superman with Batman on his back, and then Superman starts singing "Whole New World."
I can show you the world. Stop it. Shining, shimmering. You promised.
Okay, so you guys depart via walking?
I think the flying plan actually might work. At least until we're... Well, no, we don't like flying because there were scary things in the sky, weren't there?
There were.
Because that's why we didn't have whatever fly us the first time. Oh, me. I was going to fly us the first time. So, yeah, still walking.
Okay. So it does take about half a day to get to the forest. I'm guessing you guys are going in as straight of a line as possible?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Depending on the fucking forest.
We'll do the spread out and compass thing again.
So advantage on survival check.
Does that make it at normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Good.
Well, it is significantly easier to navigate with this and harder to get lost. So you feel like you're heading the right way, but slowly.
We're going the right direction. We're just taking the long route.
Yeah.
It's the first day when she intentionally led us in a circle.
I mean,
That's true.
You see these shadow pines. They tell me about the direction of travel for today's journey, and they tell me that there's danger in this direction. And even though this is the most direct route, we should really take this way.
we're going to run into something
You
no
said
matter
something
what.
about that the first time as well.
And then we run into bullshit, so...
I'm pretty sure we can handle anything that comes out of the woods. Like,
Except for fucking T-Rexes, apparently.
we handled it.
That would have been handled so much easier if we weren't dealing with Lee's dumbness.
Hey, I had it handled except for the tangling dumbness.
You need to account for all variables, is what I'm saying.
So Lee, if you don't have it handled, I'll be able to know whether you say it or not. Okay.
She better say it. I
Uh,
just told her the other day she needs to.
And I will also fish you out of a T-Rex's stomach. And then I'll kick your ass.
Good
I've
luck.
kicked your ass before, so.
When
When
did
was
that happen?
that? Yeah.
That was in the temple with the Krampus.
I so don't remember that.
Me either.
She kept knocking on the door that was killing her and giving her exhaustion, so Thok ripped her back onto the ground and started yelling at her.
Nope, not ringing a bell.
Oh my god. That was the first time you got possessed by Karsus.
Nah, bro. I think you're imagining things.
Repressed memories, ho!
I think you need
Matt,
to
do
go
you
back to
remember
that
this?
punch. I do, actually.
Okay.
So,
Never mind.
with a little bit of bickering and some agitation going through these twisted and gnarly woods, everyone make a wisdom save.
I don't reckon there's any bickering.
100%.
We were definitely bickering. Oh,
Foxora, too.
plus Thoxora, so yeah, that's a +3.
I'm getting a +4 because of my cloak.
Everybody passes. And no one goes mad.
Okay.
Watch order, everybody.
Watch order for walking?
For the night, as the night falls, I forgot to mention that.
Kind of important.
And if you guys are deciding to rest for the evening, that is.
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
I feel like Kat will be fine because she doesn't sleep. So
Wait,
Cat
you
sleep.
don't sleep?
wait, I thought you said you didn't.
Cat sleeps.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll go first.
You reckon it's been, 16 hours of adventure today, and then we're resting? Is that the time frame I'm looking at here?
Yeah.
I'll take second watch.
Oh, good. I can sleep tonight and finish the book. I will take... last watch? Are we doing 3 or 4?
Okay.
Actually, I'll ask Thok to trade me for first watch so that I can finish the book in first watch.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll take, third and fourth, something like that.
Okay. And then Kat was taking second, right?
Second watch, yep.
And then Thok, you will take 3 or 4.
4.
Cool. So, Fort, you're able to finish the book.
Yeah.
And nothing goes on during the night. Kat, the same for you. Lee, on your first half of your watch, you sit in the darkness alone, passing the time with whatever, sharpening your spikes, or even though they don't really
Spinning
need
them.
it. Yeah.
Being generally edgy.
wildly spinning them.
Doing whatever a Lee does during the evening. And helicopter.
Helicopter.
Then you hear a voice coming from the woods. Lyra. Is it Lyra or Lyra?
Lilira.
Lyra. Lyra.
I instantly smack whoever is closest to me, because that's not okay. There are exactly 0 good things that could be coming out of the forest saying my actual name.
So, who does she wind up smacking?
Cat.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Just BAM!
Something's calling me. Do you hear that?
No, I just hear smacking. What the fuck?
Did she hear that?
Yeah, you hear that.
I look around. Do I see anything?
Perception check.
20 total.
No.
Are you doing eject right now?
Kick Thok awake.
What's up?
You betrayed me.
Oh shit. Fine sense.
I think something's calling for you, Thok. Can you come to the phone right now?
Can I tell which way it's coming from? And is it a celestial fiend or undead?
I think that second part of the question is more important than the first because you can't get the second, or get the first part without the second.
Right.
So you sense undead nearby. However, shortly after casting that or using it, their presence disappears.
Do I know which general direction it was?
Wait, that doesn't last? Okay, it
You
just
know the
pings them
location.
Yeah,
once.
no, it's like a ping. It's like a radar.
Okay, sorry. So yes, you ping them to the west.
I point. It was that way.
How far away?
He knows the location, so he should know direction and spacing within
15 feet.
15 feet.
Really
close. And I ping again.
They're gone.
I will wake up whoever else is still sleeping.
So I pinged again and it's gone?
Yep.
Okay. It's not there anymore.
I hurriedly look around again.
You can make a perception check.
I assist Lee.
Sure.
Lord, I think she's ejecting.
I don't know
You
what that
definitely
means.
heard that.
I'm totally not hearing that. I know I heard it, like, as a character, but I'm making fun of you.
You see nothing in the shadow.
Well,
Okay.
whatever it is, it's gone.
It was definitely Karsus.
Yeah. Probably.
I
I mean, he sounds kind of pissed.
I mean, probably.
Well, you want me to cast protection on you?
Not unless you're gonna stay awake.
I mean, that's true. I won't be able to do much if I'm asleep. So, how about we all sleep in a triangle around you?
But wait a second. Hold up a second. Kat, what is this thing? And I pull out the trinket.
No, it's from Kylin. Did you read my original message?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna grab it again, and I'll send it to you again.
Okay.
It's something that Kat knows about.
Okay. Never mind then.
What's this? I don't fucking know.
Well, yeah, I saw that. Okay.
And then this part?
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to. I'm already up for the night, so
Okay. Yeah, I'll sleep next to you. And if you need me, then just kick me, okay?
okay.
Small recommendation. Can I not get hit next time you need to wake me up?
Then don't fall asleep on my lap.
And she
Right.
falls asleep in Lee's lap.
Some sort of cat.
Lee is pacing at this time, so it's gonna be kind of hard.
Sideways, just clinging on.
You wanna bond her so she can float around your head?
Goodness gracious.
I would totally take up on that offer because the Stone of Mastery is amazing.
She's already attuned to herself.
Yeah, I know. It's sad.
Lee, make a wisdom save.
Oh, good. With Thok still awake?
Doc, are you going to sleep immediately after this?
Probably for how late into into Lee's watch was it?
Yeah, because his watch is next.
Yeah.
It was during the first half. We'll say about 30 minutes into it.
Okay. Yeah, I would Doc would be asleep.
Okay. 19.
You stay the madness that wells up inside your brain.
Oh, good.
Alright, the rest of the night goes quietly as the pale moon-like sun rises and brings dim light into the world. You guys prepare yourselves for the rest of the journey, for the day, and head off into the woods. And that is where we're going to end our session tonight.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, good.
Alright. We'll get to dwell on what in the hell just happened there next time. So, thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. And as always, stay classy.
I